And what a difference the day makes on the streets of London. Yesterday, everything was blocked off. You couldn't go anywhere hardly. Today, there's virtually no one on the streets as we start our way to Dover. And today, what we're doing is taking a shared van. The really important thing is join your Facebook group. There, they have people that are doing the exact same trip as you. So every trip has usually a Facebook group. And the Facebook group for this trip had about 530 members. And we happened to see on there where there was a group of military people going on the same trip as us. There was 20 some odd military families, and they had two people that had to cancel and already had paid for a trip to Dover on a shared bus. So we happily took their spot and reimbursed them for what they paid. So we went with a family we have never met before down to Dover, and it ended up being an excellent trip. Now the cost for the transfer to Dover was $75 a person, so already saving a little bit off of Carnival's price, but with a more convenient pickup location. The trip from London to Dover takes about an hour and a half, but when you're making new friends, that time goes by quick, and in no time we could spot the port, and we're looking at the Dover Castle and the White Cliffs of Dover.
We should be able to.
You've heard this from all the World War II movies, where that the soldiers knew they were home when they spotted the White Cliffs of Dover. After talking to others who stayed in Dover, we decided on our next trip that we come down to Dover, we're going to stay in Dover instead of London and visit this White Cliffs of Dover and the castle. And when going through the check-in process, remember to have your boarding pass and your passport together. That way you can check in easier. Have everything complete online so that after you check in, if you're there early like us, you can come wait in this line. These are people already checked in and waiting to get on this ship. There, you'll have people taking your picture, and the cruise is beginning. Hello. At the White Cliffs of Dover, right there.
Just go on that side, sir. That side. Stay on the same way. Go on that side.
And we always tell people, as soon as you walk on the ship, find your muster station. Go do the little check-in where that they scan your card to check you in that you've already completed the life jacket drill, and they'll show you how to put on the life jacket with the whistles and the lights and everything, and you're done. You're checked in. No more standing on the side of the ship. You're done with the safety briefing. Next, you can go on about your business and have fun.
See.
Truffles restaurant, yeah.
Okay, so they've gone back to the old.
No, just in case of information.
Oh, an emergency.
Only in case of information.
She's good.
It's okay, she'll take care of it.
Really?
It's okay. Now you are free. You can join.
Thank you.
And in case you have to constantly be doing stuff, don't worry, they already have a whole schedule planned out, even though you just step foot on the ship. All around, there are things to do to keep you busy. And, of course, one of the things that most people do is go right away to the buffets. So if you're in a hurry, the buffets will be packed. I suggest waiting a little while. Let the crowd die down. Let everybody else eat. Go get you a sandwich, pizza, something else that's usually not crowded. And try the buffet later on that night. Usually I take the time when everything is crowded and kind of explore the ship a little bit. But of course the first thing I always have to eat whenever I get on the ship is ice cream. So yeah, you have to go get an ice cream cone and then walk around and explore a little. Remember, whenever you get on the ship, smoking is not allowed as they're filling up the ship with fuel to leave out. This is Dover Castle, right at the White Cliffs of Dover. You always hear about this in the World War II films. The sailors knew they were home whenever they saw the White Cliffs of Dover. This is also where that all the soldiers from Dunkirk were evacuated to, was Dover. So historical port And one of these days we're going to have to come back and take a tour of the castle. We didn't get to do it this time. But it's an excellent photogenic spot. So here, it's a good place for a picture.
Again, all guest services will be temporarily suspended at this time. We will now demonstrate the emergency signal consisting of 7 or more storm blasts, followed by a long blast and a ship's whistle. This will be supplemented by the same signal over the PA system. So if you're sensitive to loud noises or you have small children, please be prepared and cover your ears at this time.
And after hearing the abandoned ship drill, well, our cruise has officially begun. We're moving out of the harbor. Here, the White Cliffs. You can see them a little bit better. And whenever we're out a little further, you can see both England and France while in the channel. So it's that close. You can see straight across to France from England. That'll give you an idea of how close Dunkirk was to Dover. And to show you just how close that those beaches of Dunkirk are, this is the White Cliffs of Dover. You've seen those several times. And panning across the ocean, you'll see a few ships, but then you'll see the beaches of France right across. So you could literally see France from England across the channel. This is where the Channel Tunnel is. And tonight, as we left out of the harbor, we had early dining. So our dining time was at 5:30, and we sat at a table of 6. And with all of the introducing ourselves and making new friends, well, I failed my duty in taking pictures of everything that we ate. But I did manage to take a picture of the appetizer and the dessert. Of course, the dessert being the most important thing. Here, a Caesar salad. That was both Cheryl and I's appetizer. And we also both got the cheesecake. And after waking up early and not knowing if the streets were going to be open in London after all the protests, this sound and sight was definitely soothing. Yep, this definitely relaxes you for a night's sleep. Also, a hot cup of tea also works wonders to go to bed. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video and have already subscribed. We're up to over 400 subscribers, and if you haven't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button and the bell so you'll be notified when each video comes out. Again, this is a 12-night cruise, so lots of videos will be coming out shortly. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon.